He's the CEO of Majid Al Futtaim Asset Management. So honored to have him back in the studio with us. Khalifa Bin Braik, thank you so much. Hello.
Hi, Chris. Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure to have you back here on the show. Now, I wanted you on. We want to talk about what's going on. Obviously, we're in the situation that we're in right now. Inshallah, it doesn't last too much longer, but it's obviously going to have somewhat of an effect of what you guys do. It's having an effect of what anyone does, you know. First of all, how are the malls? What are we doing? I've been popping into the malls.
Same.
It's good to see people walking around.
Yeah.
Indeed. And what we've seen over the last 2 weeks, Chris, is the true resilience of the UAE community, right? After, a brief slowdown that started 2 weeks ago, to a large extent, business as usual in all of our malls. Our malls are operating, same trading hours. We've worked closely with our tenant partners. And most importantly, I want to say a huge thank you to our frontline heroes that really ensured that, customers are, welcomed in the malls. Customers are taken care of in the malls. And again, working closely with the retail partners, all of our stores are open. All of our malls has been business as usual. As a matter of fact, the first 20 days of Ramadan, we've welcomed over 6.5 million customers.
Wow.
Indeed, and to a large extent, footfall has been stable. If you compare, the first 20 days of Ramadan this year versus last year, if you compare this week versus last week, footfall is up 10%.
Okay.
So look, business as usual, and we have a very strong operational capability, and all of the digital infrastructure that's built over the last 3 decades of us operating as Majid Al Futtaim in Dubai. We ensure that we are able to react, pull levers in case anything happens. And look, it's we've worked extremely closely with our retail partners and our teams to ensure, as I was saying, customers are taken care of, welcomed, and really ensured that our malls in the UAE and elsewhere continue acting as a true community sort of offering that ensures we have all of what the residents need from a daily sort of necessity, and all of the products and services are available in all of our malls.
Well said.
Wow.
There's, for me, and for a lot of us here in the studio, no issues going into a mall. I've been to about 3 or 4 different malls over the last couple of weeks. Spent a lot of time there. It's a little bit of an
escape. It actually makes me feel nice. Like, I felt so nice walking through the mall.
Yeah.
It gave me that comfort.
Yeah, come down the escalators, you see people there, you see the shops.
Yeah.
How safe is it? Because that's going to be someone's worry. Oh, I don't know if I should go to a mall. Is it safe? What are your thoughts?
Look, extremely safe, right? We're working extremely closely with the authorities to ensure that, all of the procedures are put in place. We continue. All of the closed spaces are extremely, extremely safe. The open spaces, we adhere to, close coordination with the authorities to make sure that all of the spaces are safe for all of the customers coming in. So look, to a large extent, business as usual in all of our malls, and all of our malls, have stayed operational and are extremely safe. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say it's probably safer than your house. Do you know what I mean? Like it's thick walls, high ceiling, you're good, you're all right. But we don't even want to think like that. I just think it's so important. I'd be saying that, I own a restaurant here now, and I got my restaurant numbers last week, right? And we're definitely down. And then I started talking to other people in the hospitality industry and the hotel industry, and we're definitely taking a hit. And I think it's really important for us local communities who live here and we stay here to make sure that we support one another. So heading out to a mall and buying a T-shirt, as minimal as you may think that is for you, that could make or break someone's company or someone's business, right?
Yeah.
So you're not just talking about the large franchises that are in our malls. I'm talking about there's a lot of people that have set up their whole entire life with a store in a mall, right?
Indeed.
And what you guys do, I feel like malls are kind of like the heartbeat of our city.
Yeah.
It's where we all go to hang out and just see. Now, we had Paul Griffiths on the show not long ago, the CEO of Dubai Airports, right? And I said the same thing to him. Man, you went through COVID, you went through a flood, and now you're going through this. It's very similar synergies when the malls. You've gone through all 3 of them, and each one has hit you in a different way.
Indeed.
Did you ever prepare for something like this? Is there always that preparation of all scenarios?
Look, let's not forget the global financial crisis back in 2008.
Yes.
So look, the crises and this, it's in times like these, the times of uncertainty, that the true essence of leadership really is demonstrated, right? And I think we've had some of the few crises that has made all of us stronger. And I think what's truly amazing in Dubai and the UAE is this, private public sector partnership. That's the true essence of what makes this city and the country really great, right? So we've been, with all of the crises that we've gone through, we've built this resilience within the way we've operated or continue operating. And as I was saying, our digital infrastructure allows us to pull levers in case things like these do happen.
Sure.
So to a large extent, our malls are operational. All of our grocery retail stores are operational. All of our last mile delivery from a grocery retail perspective, has continued operating. All of our lifestyle stores continued operating. So absolutely right. And I think what's truly fascinating is the malls are not exactly places where people come and transact, right? It's places that really form as the DNA within that community, and making sure that your products and services are available, and to a large extent business as usual. And people have continued in Dubai with the growth of footfall that we're seeing 10% versus last week. People have continued going about their daily routine lives, which is absolutely fascinating, right?
Yep. I think we're going to get more and more confident with ourselves, and I think we're going to venture out a little bit more, and I expect this weekend to be busier than last weekend. So
Agreed, yeah.
Listen, thanks for doing what you're doing as well. I know it's not easy. You and the team are here this morning, and you and the team are here today, and we just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's our CEO of Majid Al Futtaim Asset Management, Khalifa Bin Braik. Thank you, brother.
Thank you
so
for
much.
having me. Thanks again.